No, I never met the guy.
Sally sold seashells by the seashore, Sally said. Welcome back. I want to remind you guys to go ahead and leave a like and a comment. If you do, then I will be personally mailed to your home, and I will wear whatever you want me to wear. They walk among us, armed with signs and a misunderstanding of evolution. Young Earth Creationist. So there's this TikTok guy. He walks around the streets and he preaches at people, right? Which, okay, do your thing. Also, do I look a little blown out? I look white. I look really, really white. Hold on. Alright, that's a little better. Oh, okay, that's... I mean, I guess that's as good as we're gonna get, honestly. Normally, I wouldn't care for a guy like this, right? But then he opened his big fucking mouth about evolution, and he got shit wrong. So that's why I'm here. If I could find his TikTok, I'll tell you exactly who he is or what he does. Let me see. I know his name is Russell. His name is Russell from Abolitionists Rising. Wonder what they're trying to abolish. Are they trying to abolish smart people? Ooh, I don't know. That wasn't a good joke. Today we're going to break down the arguments that I saw in his videos. Arguments about human evolution. See how badly he misrepresented the science, and of course, have a little fun at his expense. So first of all, our guy says caveman. Like, oh, you want to talk about caveman? Let's talk about caveman. And I don't know who the girl next to him is. I feel like she kind of has an understanding of what she's talking about, but also not enough, because she says like Neanderthals. Neanderthals were never Homo sapien. They were always a class of their own. That's why they're called Homo Neanderthal, Homo sapien, Homo habilis. Homo habilis turned into Homo sapien. Homo Neanderthal was always a thing of its own. But there is no single species called caveman. That's just a general term. What he's actually doing is he's saying caveman because everyone knows the term caveman, and in our minds we associate that with cartoons and fun and stupid shit. He's trying to play this like word association game where you think caveman, so you think stupid, you know? But caveman didn't exist. It's just a very, very informal way of saying prehistory humans. So what do people mean when they say cavemen? They really just mean early hominid. You know, some species did live in caves, I'm sure. You know, I know it's a nitpick, but still it shows that he doesn't care for misrepresenting what he's putting out there. Now, here's where he gets sneaky. He asks people what their favorite hominid is, like it's a fucking Pokemon, like it's a Marvel lineup in Marvel Rivals, which is my latest obsession and is also why it's taken me so long to get videos out. But what he's really doing is he's trying to set people up for a gotcha moment. He's hoping someone picks a species that he can easily pick apart, and usually it's the most popular ones that people outside of science have heard about, usually the ones that people in creationism pick to try to bullshit their way out of. And his first target, Ardipithecus ramidus, which, fun fact, is absolutely real. It's not just a bone and a tooth glued together with crazy glue. We actually have dozens of fossil specimens from multiple sites all across Ethiopia. The most famous of one is called Artie. What a cute little guy. Oh, look at him. Look at him, little Artie. Oh, a nearly complete skeleton that tells us a lot about early human bipedalism. So, no, it's not just a toe and a tooth. Russell, that's creationism fan fiction. You want a fan fiction? I'll send you a couple of Harry Potter Dobby fanfics that I'm sure you'll really enjoy. Now, this is where things really go off the rails. He's basically claiming that scientists just grabbed some bones and stuck them together, right? And then said, you know what? Let's make an oil painting out of it. Which is not what happened. Like, honestly, do creationists think that paleo art is just like arts and crafts? In reality, scientists use very detailed models and very detailed anatomical studies comparison with living primates, past finds in the fossil records, and actual full skeletons when available. Reconstructions aren't just random guesses. They're based on actual data. It's not just painting, it's forensic reconstruction. I'm going to put a picture of a monkey in a suit right here, and this is exactly what creationists think paleo art is, and that's why they're wrong. Well, actually, let's dive a little bit more into paleo art, right? The scientists don't just eyeball some bones and Bob Ross off the top of their head, right? In reality, paleo art is based on actual science. Artists work with paleontologists and sometimes anthropologists and modern day zoologists to reconstruct musculature, bone, skin, hair, feathers, facial structure, skull shape, tissue depth studies, if those are available at the time. It's not just imagine a monkey and make him sad. Now, there are variables and variations, and we do learn more as we study it more and then put out more information and readjust what we know. That's true. That's science. That's constantly evolving with knowledge. Unlike you, where you, no matter what happens, no matter what you hear, you stick to a stupid little plan, Russell, and you never change it and you never will. Okay, now he brings up Australopithecus. He tries to discredit Australopithecus, but let's talk about how many fossils we actually have. And spoiler alert, it's a lot. We have remains from hundreds of individuals across multiple specimens. Off the top of my head, we're going to do Australopithecus africanus, which is what Lucy is. Lucy is a species of Australopithecus, a species under the branch of Hominid under the name Australopithecus. My fucking fish are ripping out plants. Australopithecus isn't just a tooth, it's a jawbone, teeth, leg bones, even footprints, which is how we know that it's able to stand upright. So no, it's not just a single skeleton or pieces of a skeleton. We have many different specimens that we could even pull from other than a Homo or Australopithecus africanus. A couple of them are, of course, Australopithecus africanus, Anamensis, Gari, Sediba. I mean, I know these all sound like weed strains, but I swear to God they're real. And like I said, it's not just Lucy. We have tons of Australopithecus africanus fossils. We have tons of Australopithecus fossils. And you could find them all over Africa. And from multiple species, that helps us fill in that block of evolution, or that block of the evolutionary picture. But sure, let's just act like it's a partial skeleton and say it to people on the street that don't know any better. Russell. And then he kind of ends it there, and from what I saw, I kind of scrolled through his page. I couldn't find any more related to this, so I can't really talk about it. If he has more, let me know. Tag me in them. My TikTok falls underneath the same name as my YouTube, Trash Daddy, if you want to go ahead and look that up. So what did we learn today? Cavemen were real in a sense. Ardipithecus was not just a toe bone. Paleo art isn't just random doodles on a chessboard. Did I say chessboard? Chalkboard. My bad. We have way more fossils than creationists ever want to admit that we do have. Also, if you're going to debate science on a street corner, maybe know science before you talk about it. At the end of the day, human evolution is backed by tons of evidence, overwhelming amounts of evidence. And creationists, they just got vibes. Bad ones.